man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping back in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video, man. And we're talking about Kovalev on Instagram. I seen it on Boxing News 24. And I linked that article in the description. And he says he wants the Canelo Alvarez rematch because, long story short, he just said all things wasn't fair. So let's talk about it a little bit while we ride. Absolutely, he don't deserve a rematch, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's some things that they can't talk about that they put a non-disclosure agreement on between Canelo and Sergey Kovalev, and even Canelo said on ESPN Deportes that he couldn't speak on the weight clauses and stuff of that nature. But his coach did reveal that they had 2 weight clauses after he was lying about the shit. So Kovalev had to weigh 185. Look, Kovalev had to weigh at 175 like Canelo. He couldn't weigh more than 185 the next day. And right before the fight, he couldn't weigh no more than like 190. Okay? They came out to be true. And I was telling you guys that when I heard the news. And what Golden Boy was telling people was it wasn't true. All right? Oh, that's a lie. We're not doing the catch weight. Even people close to Golden Boy, I was asking, was saying, well, no catch weight. I said, that don't sound right. Or, excuse me, with no rehydration clause and no catch weight. I said, that don't sound right. I believe it is. And then it came out that it was 2 rehydration clauses on Kovalev. And then when Kovalev tried to get more time, you know, to prepare and not fight on, November 2nd and fight later, Canelo refused to let him fight at a later date. And what do Canelo got to do? Canelo wasn't about to squeeze another fight in this year. He's not coming back till May. So why couldn't they push that fight to a point in December? You know what I'm saying? Maybe Vegas was booked, but I do know for a fact Golden Boy had already had, wherever they fought, MGM Grand, they had a reserve. And then you had a Wilder having a lock. But they could have fought, you know, head up against KSI and Logan. But at the end of the day, Canelo didn't want to push the fight back to accommodate Sergey Kovalev, and one of the reasons why is because I believe Golden Boy had that venue already reserved. See, I'm gonna tell you the truth that I know. All right, I'm not gonna fake or perpetrate, but that's one of the reasons why he had like 9 or 10 weeks to prepare. Which he said he was tired from the yard fight, and he couldn't. And I think because he could speak on that, that's why he's saying that. But really, Kovalev can't speak on the weight. And what Kovalev saying is to Canelo Alvarez, let's make it a fair fight. No catch weights, you know, give me proper time to prepare, no rehydration clauses, none of that. And let's shoot the fade. All right? Let's shoot the fade and let's prove it to the fans. He was saying, well, since the fans got so much speculation on the fight, let's do it again. But my whole thing about it is you played Canelo Alvarez game for a paycheck and you lost. You know, you sold your reputation, you know what I'm saying? And you sold your integrity for $1. Let that sink in for a minute. He sold his reputation, his integrity for some money. And I told you, these dudes today, these boxers today, they will do that. I was talking about that in the video I did yesterday. I can't remember. Oh, the Dillian White video. I was talking about all the PED offenders on the December 7th card in Saudi Arabia, on Eddie Hearn card with Joshua and Ruiz, which I'll do a video talking about Joshua Ruiz if I haven't dropped it already. You know? And these dudes, Oscar Rivas, long story short, they cheated him versus Dillian White. Dillian White had got popped hot, and they still let Dillian White fight Oscar Rivas without Oscar Rivas knowing. But now Oscar Rivas is going to start making money with Eddie Hearn, and he might sign a deal with Eddie Hearn. He already fighting on Eddie Hearn cards in January in Miami. So these dudes don't care nothing about the money. They don't care about the integrity of the drug testing. They don't care about their legacy. And with Kovalev, you sold out for some money. You know what I'm saying? You let Canelo bully you for some money, and every boxer around that weight class will let Canelo do him the same way. Don't nobody got no balls to stand up to Canelo and be like, nah, bruh, it's a fair fight, because everybody want that payday and they don't believe in themselves to generate that type of money themselves. But what happens is, with Canelo, he don't generate that money himself. His Mexican heritage generate that money. You know what I'm saying? His heritage generate that money. And then you got to know that Canelo got that deal with DAZN. That's like a 10-fight, $320, $50 million deal, whatever it was, because the Rocky Fielding fight really didn't count as part of the deal. That's that type of deal, dog. So you really think they about to let Canelo lose? They gonna nigga rig the contract for Canelo to win every time. So if you care about your O so much, or you care about your legacy so much, you know, and you can't get what you want to come in and be formidable on fight night, and you gotta drain yourself, you gotta play hopscotch, hula hoop, and all that shit. Oh, you can't fight as a southpaw or man. Like I said, you know, that's on Canelo Kovalev. I don't feel no shame for him. You sold your legacy out for $1, for $10, $12 million, and they all piggybacked off. Caffey Duva took half of it. Top Rank got 2 of it. You really sold yourself out for like $3 or $4 million. After taxes, you sold yourself out for like 2.5. And I hope that money go a long way. Because you're going to be known as the sellout, bro. As a dude that sold that motherfucking belt. Now, like I said before, he said, well, the fans, you know, they got a lot of speculation. Let's do it now, bro. The DAZN already gave you a 3-fight deal. As long as you beat your case with that Instagram model that you allegedly did some things to. As long as you beat your case, you got that 3-fight deal. Go fight Bivol, go fight a tune-up, Bivol, and whoever else they got for you on the DAZN. I don't feel bad for Sergey Kovalev. He did it to himself. He did it to himself. And people, you know, he wants to hear complain and shit. And I told you guys it was rigged. Somebody told me close to Golden Boy that it was rigged. But no matter how many times I'm right, and like I said, things change, especially in the PBC universe. How many times I'm right, y'all run over to Coppinger and give him credit. You know, y'all run over to Ego and give him credit. You know, y'all run over to Fred Sharpton and give him credit. I mean, I'll be saying this shit before them. Like J-Rock, I said that a month ago. And he was fighting the dude he fighting. I forget his name, Rosario. Said that like 4 weeks ago. Mikey and Manny, I said it before. I don't have no reason to lie. I told y'all Kovalev was taking a dive. Allegedly. I told y'all he was taking a dive. But ain't nobody wanted to listen. But now all of a sudden he want to do it over with and, you know, and come up with excuses again. Like, dude, it really ain't no excuse. You sold yourself out for a belt. I hope the money go a long way. I hope the money go a long way. But this is, I mean, like I said before, you know, any of these dudes will do that shit, man. For the right amount of money, any of these dudes will sell themselves out for a belt. That's just the era in boxing we is. Nobody got no integrity, bro. Don't nobody like really care for this shit. And everybody can say, oh, I wouldn't do it. I mean, Canelo gonna bully everybody because he gonna up the ante. And we offer you $10 million to fight. We want to put 2 rehydration clauses on. He got another $3 or $4 or $5 million behind that. That's why Canelo don't get respected. You know, they was talking about that dude, David Fatizi, I don't know his name, on ESPN Deportes. They were saying he was the Stephen A. Smith of Mexico. I don't think that dude, the Stephen A. Smith of Mexico, based on this Canelo shit, kicking real shit. And these dudes, these Mexican Americans that come on the channel, some of them, you know what I'm saying, you know, or they pretend to be like from Mexico and all that, whatever, right? They tell you that you know, Canelo the best. Man, most motherfucking Mexican fight fans, the real hardcore ones, don't even like him. They be like the Mexican Americans and the Mexican casual fans. They don't really like him. Cause Canelo is a fraud, bro. He hot wiring every contract, bro. Off bail. You know what I'm saying? He got an edge in every fight. And he said, well, Floyd did it to me. Floyd did it to me. You chose to do it. You sold yourself out for the money. So don't nobody feel bad for you. But Floyd did it to me, like, dude. But with Kovalev, it is what it is. You just gotta take it on the chops. You gotta live with being an excuse maker. Because it's an excuse. Once you sign your rights away to fight Canelo, some fans are right. It boiled down to be an excuse for Canelo. So I mean for Kovalev. So, you know, he want a rematch. I'll link that article in the description or the article link. Y'all can check it out. He went to Instagram crying to all his 5 followers. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. If you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description. Best way to donate and share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellas. We go.